Hey, Dimitri. So we're taking a look at the Starflare Stadium, the arena stadium. So I'll just quickly, this is just a rough in from what we're talking about, trying to get a good sense for how things are going to look. So, yeah, so we got this lead in here. I think my take on it is that we don't have quite enough push to the distance in terms of where we're at. Um, the stage is a little bit, maybe a little bit too close. I think there's some things we can do about that. Also, you should know I put this in the card as well. Wait for it. Yeah. So this will be for kind of phase 2, if you will, of the boss going into the boss phase going to the top. I think we don't have enough verticality when it comes to the arena, and I think right now this platform's a little too high to be over the top of the arena. It's not a bad effect. I just think we need to find that kind of nice mid layer where you still have the arena itself, and then you have the city shot, of course, and then we really see the enormity of the top place as well. So one other thing is I cut the floor so we can have right. So I already just did that pretty quick. And in terms of feedback, I think, take a quick look. I mean, there'll be some adjustments and whatnot. Oh, it's because it's attached to the. Always something. Anyways, in terms of the arena itself, yeah. I'm not super like this is like I think the head itself is it's it's a rough end. But I think we need to refine and kind of think about what this looks like in the context of Neonics and sort of like what we're channeling with her and her kind of persona, because the arena kind of is her main stage, right? And then yeah, I think we need to refine. This gives you a good sense for kind of where we're at. So I think more. I think as we go into this, let me see here. Why did that show up that way? Did it show up that way? Oh, I think it just has to be. Yeah, okay. I'm tired. I am tired. It's been a long day. Lots of conversation. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so I think when we think about Neonics kind of rising up, well, also that's the other piece of feedback. Let's get our rough ends of Neonics. I don't think we have the cutout versions of her to put in engine, so let's stub her in, and we can work on that as well. So, and yeah, so we'll. I think one of the things we'll probably need to do is when we come in through the entrance, it's kind of like the assets, if you will, because we can move them obviously in the up and down. I feel like the base image will have more. I'll be further away, not too much further. But then I think what we'll do, right, is we'll just basically slide the image down to make it feel like you're getting closer to the stage, because we have this thing where we come in, it's dark, it opens up, the pyrotechnics, yeah, and then you see this big ass like Neonics coming into to the stage. And then as that last part of like this boss intro and entrance, we'll basically pull the arena down a little bit, so then it feels like DBK, yeah, I'm DBK, look at me, is getting closer to the stage. And then we have then the transition. So, okay, I think that gets us enough. I'll check these assets in for you. Overall, I think we're getting closer. I'm not entirely sure if we look at, let me take a look at this real quick. Let's look at this kind of intro again, because obviously we'll have our kind of like one section to the left. We can paint this, right? We have this kind of forest thing from the Casino Park District thing. And I think some of this is going to be, I think there's going to be something we'll need to do with how we either maybe we have a different panel where we then fade, basically we fade to black as you kind of cross that outer area. And then when we fade up, we'll have the assets kind of in the right place. We'll think about what that looks like. So yeah, I think those are the main bits of feedback. Let me take a look. Yeah, I'm definitely fading here. Let's see. So the floor's in now. Excuse me. Yeah, let's get the neonic side of this. Pillar floor. Yeah, so I think that's one little piece of feedback. When we are looking at this guy here, yeah. When we're in the second phase, I got the second phase here. Yeah. Also, if you want, we don't do it right now, but we may or may not need tiling depending on how this looks. So, but I think up here, what I'm looking at is she's definitely enormous, which is great. I think there's a case where we might need like hollow fields, and then we could just make it like projector floors or something like that, right? Where it's like, like energy like fields for the floor. Because I'm not entirely sure if when you fight the boss, if you're going to be fighting the boss kind of from this side and this side. I feel like the boss is more probably going to be in the right hand side, or the boss needs to move. That might be a thing, like move forward, move back type of thing. I don't know. I got to think about the gameplay. We're not there yet, so we're just thinking about staging. So, but that was the other piece of feedback. I think we can go with what we have right now, and kind of go from there. So, yeah, so this is gonna be fun. Okay. Look, we're kicking it off. This is super cool. I always love it when we're mocking things up. The other thing is, please, please, please. I'm not going to do any major scripting around in this stuff, but let's get our resolution dialed in for the images and how they get constructed. I feel like we probably need a bit more horizontal. They could be new panels. That might be fine. We definitely need more vertical. It's probably going to be a separate panel there too. And or we can use the panel we have and kind of like adjust the scale in Engine. But we can talk about what that looks like. So we have some choices. All right. I will talk to you soon. Thank you.